We got a little smile on Rascal, and looks like perhaps that prediction will be correct.
Eats Gnar alive. He is really, really, really good against Gnar. So, as has been most of Cuvées champions.
Yeah, he just
in
picks
summer. He just sort of picks what he wants to pick.
Yeah.
Right, heavy comfort. And now on the side of Kingzone, Jace, Gragas, Yasuo, Varus, and Lux. Also lots of poke. In a very similar type of team composition, but definitely a lot more synergy.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're getting ready now, guys, to jump into game number 1 of this magnificent series. Gen G on a roll up against Kingzone on a roll. Let's hop into game 1. So the Gen G fans were always very vocal, but now that they're winning, and on our side of the desk, it is even more apparent that they really want their team to win.
Let's see how the openings are going to be. It looks like safety will be had by both of these parties. That Elementalist Lux? Did not get a quick look at the skin.
If he's smart, he will take the Steel Legion Lux. That is the cheater skin.
Oh.
As another pause, we've been having a lot of those today.
All right, well.
It's going against the meta of the current LCK.
We can never quite use enough of these lights.
Yeah.
Up above us.
Just in case, they need to put us on camera.
Oh. It's on the other side now of the stadium.
And even Peanut's saying.
You know what? This doesn't quite look right to me.
They banned his GP. Is this okay?
This is Cuvées PC. You can see here the FPS is not that good. This is where someone from Twitch chat or YouTube chat says, well, the human eye can't even see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain limit to us humans.
Yeah.
I like how Peanut's kind of taking over control. He's like, here, Young, I got this. Don't worry. Actually, maybe I shouldn't use Young. I don't actually know who's older. Do you know who's older? Peanut?
Peanut's 98, right?
Yes.
Peanut is 98. I'm not sure. I'm just waiting for the whisper in our ear so that I can sound like I...
This is where you
She's not even listening right now. She's playing TFT. She's playing TFT. You already know it.
She said 98, but...
That's not a month.
I'm not sure...
Now he's arguing.
If that was Peanut, or... were we talking about Cuvée there?
You need to just voice over this right now. It's like, I can't believe what they're saying about us. It's absolutely ridiculous.
All right, hold on. I'm going to check
So
myself.
not fun.
Can't believe this is the second time we've had this problem.
That one caster in the beige is...
Those are some nice drawings.
Oh, those are actually really nice.
What are you doing? Wake up. You have to go on a win streak.
Yeah, Yunsen Heaji have to get the win streak.
Yes, that is
Those
correct.
are actually really, really nice. Those are very well done, especially because... Is that a hot pack on his neck? He needs to get up here. What is he doing? The audacity.
So
Valdez,
I got the inside information.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Cuvée is born in 1996. Peanut is 98, so I was correct. Cuvée is older.
Does this mean Ji-sun lied to us? Didn't she say 98?
No, she was saying 98 about Peanut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Forgiven.
So that forgiven. Oh, the lights are off.
I feel like the Undertaker's about to come in with that blue hue.
Yeah. You watch a lot of wrestling when you were a kid?
No, but earlier tonight when we were talking about the streak, the streak is a pretty iconic thing.
That's true.
So just made me think of it.
Oh boy, Peanut, he is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna have to flash here, and he's gonna heal and flash and still go down. First blood given over to Nahon, and why is Ruler and Yumi in the jungle? They're trying to trade on Tucson here. Okay, and Life is gonna get away for sure. But Ruler is absolutely not going to get away. So, okay, the flash.
What?
He's not messing around. Okay, he's trying to. Okay, well, he aggroed that Grom. Nice try, but he just gives another kill over to Nihon, as well as blowing his own flash. So,
the only thing I can think why he would flash is to make them chase him so that the first minions all do die, and so it's an even battle, rather than Def getting to the lane and there still being 6 minions. But I wasn't quite paying attention to the minimap. That's the only thing I can entertain as being a possibility. It would be really surprising if he calculates that into his death, willing to blow his flash to guarantee that the XP differential is minimized down in bottom. Definitely not a situation that you get in all that often, but it would really be a testament to his quick thinking if that was the case. I'm not sure if it is, but otherwise it's just a complete blunder.
Yeah. I kind of doubt, he was thinking that far away. It seemed like an impulse play. Maybe he could flash away, get another Q onto the Gragas, but either way, Gragas lives, he dies, as well as his flash dying. So that is now 2 kills on Naehyun on the Yasuo mid. This is not supposed to happen. This is not solo queue, guys.
Are you sure?
Just in case you were wondering and you weren't sure.
Ruler's thinking to himself, of course, enemy team Yasuo. That's what he's thinking right now.
Of course. Team had to beat him. He was the 5-head that was going
we're gonna
the XP deny, right? With his flash.
Yeah. And Naehyun is so far ahead right now in the middle lane. We take a look at this life. He has Gathering Storm as well on the Yuumi. Cut down that Presence of Mind? Yep, Presence of Mind.
Yeah, pretty common.
Riot really lost out on the ability to make like the Galaxy Brain.
Yeah.
Sort of like a rune,
I mean, Transcendence is a little bit close, right? It's about as close as it gets.
Well, taking a look at all of the runes here across the board. Lethal Tempo, the rune of choice for Varus. Predator on the Gragas. And Electrocute up there for Rascal on the...
And Tucson just got a kill. As Ruler died. I don't even know how that happened here. He doesn't have his TP. He's going to miss this entire wave.
Yeah, and that's a cannon wave, too. Yeah. So, while Life might be able to benefit a little bit, although killing Yuumi is like walking over honey fruit, so it's not really that difficult in the event that her host is not around. Take a look.
Oh,
one more time.
Ruler.
Oh, man. Tushin just baited that so well. I like how the cat abandoned ship. It's like, you know what? I'm not going down here.
I'm out of here.
Rose let go. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, boy. Well, this has turned into the epic matchup of Ruler versus Death into kind of Luller in the bottom lane, unfortunately. We'll see if he can come back from this one, but perhaps a little bit of poor decision-making, underestimating the Lux and her potential, as Tucson showed him who is boss.
All right, well, this game is not starting off that well for Kingzone. They are definitely feeling the heat, because down here to add insult to injury, the wave coming into Kingzone. This is an awful time for Ruler to die.
Oh, boy. Okay, he's a bit far away, but the binding is going to land. And you can see yourself goodbye. Show yourself out the door.
Did lose the ability to freeze. If they could have froze that lane, it just ends. 100% it just ends. Ezreal says go next.
I mean, we're kind of in that territory already.
Yeah, we're almost. I'm looking back right now to see if maybe he alt-tabbed into a game of TFT. He hasn't.
Not yet. There's still a chance.
But I wouldn't blame him, fellas. I'll tell you that much. As Infernal Drake, let's take a look at what it gives Gragas for stats. He got 7 AD.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. Doesn't really have AP yet.
Yeah, he doesn't really have AP. But 7 AD, I mean, almost a longsword. And that's for Gragas. So imagine what it's giving the Varus of the Chase.
Yeah. It's just the kills on the Yasuo carry in the mid lane, and also that the Ezreal is not scaling at all. And it's already 1,500 gold lead in this game. And we're only 6 minutes in, plus the Infernal. So, I mean, this is going to have to be a magnificent comeback. Generally, you know, in solo queue, sometimes you can see comebacks from here. It's a little bit rare, but it happens. But in top-level play, I mean, Kingzone, if they play a perfect game from here, I mean, you're just kind of kissing your chances goodbye.
Yeah. That's going to be a plate now going down to Tushin and Def as well. As Fly maybe looking to come down to make something happen, but he's warded out. Ping's going down onto the Golem.
Kive hopping forward after taking what looks like a big chunk in the trade up against Rascal, as Good timing from Cuz here. It is going to be the Meganar. Nice flash away, though, from Cuvee to make sure he does survive.
And now Rascal has the lane coming into him, and Gragas in close proximity, so I'm not entirely sure why he's pushing it out. A little bit surprising right there. And now also the wave is actually coming into Destitution, so we'll see what they do. Perhaps they just want to get that last turret plate rather than play safe and let the lane come in.
There's still so much time, right? There's
Yeah.
so much opportunity for them from this far ahead already to just get the entire turret of plates, so might as well just try to push it in. As here we go, Peanut coming in. He is level 6, trying to flash in here. He'll accept that Lux. See if Tucson can go down. He's got no summoner, so that is a very nice alley-oop. Going to be handed over to the Yuumi, actually, who picks up the gold.
And with that, they do offset some of the pressure down in the bottom lane. Ruler also has his teleport available. Deft as well. Although we panned to top lane, and Cuvee, he was getting clown bopped right there by that Jace. He's going to be able to teleport back, though. It's not the end of the world for him. As we take another quick look at the replay, and you can see the lane's coming in from Deft. There's no reason to piercing hour right here, especially because your jungler's passing bot. And so they get punished for their greed, as Peanut was there.
Why does Life auto-attack there at the end? What do you think? I mean, the Lux is 100,000% dead. But still going for the kill there is Life. He's fed up
Life
with
wants
his
to
bottom
become
lane.
Death.
Yeah.
This is the biggest heel turn in history.
He's like, guys, just wait for my Magi's power spike.
Yeah.
I'm coming in. If you guys don't want to carry me, I guess I'll have to do it this time.
Absolutely. I can't wait for the next Yuumi skin.
Oh, you know it's coming.
It better. It better be.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, this actually makes me think. You know the Mundo that they show every time before the games? Before it cuts to us at the very beginning? It has the X on it. I think that has to do with the 10-year anniversary, right?
Really? Oh. I didn't
it's Lowell's 10-year anniversary soon.
It's coming in eventually.
It is, yeah. So I think that maybe that Mundo's alluding to a new Mundo skin. Probably not.
You remember the Mundo meadows that we had here?
Oh, I love them. I love them. There's nothing more in the world that I love than Mundo. And if we could have blind picks so that we could have...
Boy.
Oh,
look at the timing here. Cuz trying to dunk on him here. Is going to pick up the kill, but he's dead. Oh, he's got a stopwatch. Okay. Nicely done. He has the item ready to go. As now Peanut thinking about going in himself, but that's not going to happen. Just picking up the farm. As it was perfect timing from Cuz right when he went back into hyper mode. He just says, hello. Nice dunk into the flash body slam. And he puts him in the ground.
He ends up getting the plate there as well. And so now the Jace is going to look to recall. Although, maybe he's not going to recall. He's coming down into River to maybe check on the Spire and where Skarno's location is. Nahyun, meanwhile, in mid lane, despite the 2-0 start, he hasn't really managed to accrue that much of a CS advantage. Bottom lane continuing to push in yet again. And, yeah. Kingzone, 2.4 thousand gold lead. Another Infernal coming up in just a second here. Neither top laner really going to be able to do anything for this unless Cuvee would want to sacrifice top turret and run all the way down.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too worth it. It's kind of unfortunate dragon rolls for Gen G, just given the way that this game has gone. But you got to be happy if you're a Kingzone fan. As Rascal not backing off of this one, going to get Cuvee as low as possible to just put even more pressure on this top lane. There's no TP. We'll see if he can pick up another plate as his team is looking to take the Infernal the second time.
Kingzone are in position to do so. Ruler doesn't really have that much ammo to fight with. As Kingzone, they can probably just start it up. Well, they're definitely being captain careful right now.
Oh, here we go. Now we're diving. Cuvee, nice play behind the turret, but it's not going to be enough to survive as Rascal knows his limits, and he's going to pick up another kill.
He ends up getting the solo kill up in top lane, and the morale for this
Peanut.
Gen G team.
Oh, they're going to just dunk him down. The smite comes in as Peanut. He had to smite just for health, but it's not enough. He dies anyway as Kingzone are just raffle stomping this team into the ground.
Yeah. I don't recall the last time I saw such a blowout in an early game.
Oh, it's been a while.
It has really been a while.
I mean, we're looking at level 1 shenanigans. We're looking at solo kill dives on turrets. We're looking at an 0-3-80 carry.
Yeah, this really is looking like Kingzone versus FlexQ here in game number 1. You take a look, Peanut, he comes over the wall. Cuz said, no, not today. Smite comes down, 200 HP early, and as you mentioned, he's smited just for HP. Fly not able to find a kill right there. And like I was saying, the morale has to be so low right now for Gen G here in this game number 1.
Yeah, it doesn't get much more tilting than this.
Yeah.
As we said, you know, having it be this one-sided is, you know, it's rough. Even as a experienced pro gamer, it's not going to sting any less when you get just stomped this hard in the early game. And, yeah, now it's 2 Infernals into a mountain. So Kingzone are like, well, we're feeling pretty good today. We've been practicing our RNG skills, and they've been working out for us today.
Well, Peanut going to try to make something happen up here in top lane. But just the current game state, it's so brutal right now across the board. All the item completions on the side of Kingzone, the Infernal Drakes amplifying all of their damage. Peanut, he's going for a very coin flippy play. Ended up showing himself.
Yeah.
As the Rift Herald is on the menu right now for Kingzone. Contusion land that.
Yeah, it was close. Nice try on the final spark there at the end. But you got to admire it. I mean, if Kive didn't have his flash, he was 100% dead, but at least they're able to get that summoner away. Shelly coming down here now. There's no plates to take anymore, but already the top turret's going down. They can rotate. They take that away. Don't really care about this bottom one. They're getting so many wins elsewhere on the map.
Yeah. Shelly going to come in here in mid lane. No plates to take, but that's still going to be completely fine. First turret has already gone the way of Kingzone. 6,000 gold lead likely to be what it is after this turret falls. And Gen G are going to have a lot of difficulty stabilizing inside of this game. As
how about another charge?
One more hit. Yumi is not around.
They just refuse to back.
They don't want to take the inhibitor, though.
Yeah.
It's too early to take the inhibitor. If Kingzone took the inhibitor, it would actually benefit Gen G. So, even though they have all their members right here, they could definitely make a fight for it. It's a lot better of a decision to back off and not take it, because if you do take it, super minions are going to deny you XP. They're going to constantly push in the wave. You're basically giving Gen G a lane up over you in terms of advantage. And then 15 minutes is way too early to go for game-ending plays. Baron's not available. No neutral objective up on the map. Doesn't really matter if you get access to some parts of their jungle. Just the comeback XP and the way that the minions will work in the side lanes as well will inevitably play against Kingzone despite their advantage.
Yeah, so they make the smart play. I mean, it's not even worth taking the risk, even if you thought taking the inhibitor was a good idea. They're just going to back away. And we take a look at the golds here, just to see what the spread is like. It's mostly 1,000 amongst, you know, the bottom side, but in the top lane, it's over 2,000. As Rascal already a kill and an assist, and all of those plates up in the top lane, basically. So, stacking up the gold there for the Jace, already up 40 CS, and take a look at Cuz's items. It's not only when he plays the Karthus that he buys this. He buys Medai's when he's ahead on any AP jungler. He's having a bit of fun in this game, no doubt.
You're not going for a play there against Rascal, who doesn't have his flash at... Oh,
no. He's going for it anyway.
You got it.
See if he can still get the kill. The damage is not that great as Rascal trying to trade it back. He's going to get the knockback, but Kive will get that last auto as he changes into the Mega Gnar just barely.
Yeah, just at the very, very end. And it does come at a bit of a sacrifice there, conceding Everything down in bottom. Unsure. I think Deft and Tushin get this before Talia arrives.
Talia's fast. She's on her.
Oh, well, Deft charged up his arrow, so it could have been a pretty close race, but they elected for the wave clear as the primary focus.
Yeah. Absolutely. As Cuz is already doing a bit of damage. Mountain Drake is alive and well, but not for long, as it should be going into the pockets here of Kingzone. Not wasting any time. They want to roll as many Drakes as possible. They're very far ahead, so no question. That Genji. And yeah, how about a third one? Why not? You know? Feeling pretty good about their Drake rolls so far this game.
And this was almost looking like a pretty sad moment. And it almost looked like Peanut wasn't quite going to be able to get the Impale, but nonetheless he did. And then Cube with the transform right there at the very end. Don't think it was necessary to survive the last turret shot, but it doesn't matter. It's an automatic trigger. And so Magi Soul Stealer, by the way, picked up on Cuz.
Oh, yeah.
Gragas is...
Any AP jungler, if he gets ahead, that's his go-to second item.
Tushin takes a bit of a hit right there. And everything right now on the side of Genji is looking very, very grim. Still a 6,500 gold advantage for Kingzone, but they have 2 Infernal Dragons and a Mountain. So as soon as the Baron comes up, with the Yasuo especially, and the Varus and the Jace, they can just eat through it instantly, and there's going to be nothing that Genji can do to stop it.
Kingzone coming in as 4 up in the top side, but not looking to dive any turrets or anything like that. Not really in a rush here. I mean, you can just kind of sit back, wait for a third Infernal, pick up Baron, and push to end. You don't want to go for any super risky plays and risk losing the 3 stacks on our Gragas jungle.
3.5 minutes until the Infernal Dragon comes up. And Kingzone should just be content to sit pretty with how everything is. Okay, well, this is the story of a very angry, furry little animal that is not Gizmo. Although Nar does look like Gizmo. You ever see Gizmo?
No, what is that?
You don't know Gizmo? Wait, really?
What is that?
Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know. What do you mean? You're the guy who knows.
Gremlins.
Oh, the Gremlins. No, yeah.
Gizmo, the little Furby-looking thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
Furby,
but I don't really. I never saw the Gremlins, so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those that I skipped.
Okay. I'm just gonna forget you said that.
I saw the ratings.
You're gonna look it up in the break
on Yahoo.com, and I'm like, nah.
Yahoo.com.
Back when I'm like.
Next thing you're gonna talk about is AIM and Skype.
Yeah. Skype.
Skype. That's so 2016.
Yeah. That old technology.
Well, they weren't able to find anything.
Yeah.
The Gnar and the Skarner.
It does feel like Kingzone are just kind of sitting around the Drake. They're like, can you spawn any slower? We're just waiting for you. As, okay, well, now we're waiting for the kill on Cube here, as he's in the death chamber immediately. Deft is going to shut that down real quick.
And Rascal and Deft now are going to pick up the bottom tier 2 turret. And a minute and a half until the next Infernal Dragon coming up. As the itemization is just so imbalanced across every single champion in the game right now. And also, interesting, it does look like Ruler is going to go Blade of the Ruin King here on Ezreal. Even though there's no tanks on the side of Kingzone.
Yeah, Cuz doesn't count.
No, he's going AP Gragas as well.
Yeah. And, well, Peanut looking for it. Someone has to face check, I assume. And yeah, at least he's very fast. He's got the zoomies there with UV on his back. This has kind of been the new build that Deft has been going for on the Varus, by the way. The Essence Reaver into IE. He's stacking up tons of AD. And he still hits like a truck. It's not the lethality Varus, but his Qs are still pretty massive. As Genji trying to pull the map apart, but Kingzone have one direction in mind, and that's forward down the mid lane.
40 seconds until the Infernal Dragon, and realistically, Gen G should just be thinking to give it up, but instead it looks like they have donations on their mind.
Oh boy, there's that knock-up as Ruler is going to flash away, but the cask is good. That'll get a couple more stacks for our jungler. Nice wall, by the way, from Fly. You can tell he knows how to play that champ as the TPs are coming in. Kingzone not wanting to stop it here. As Deft is actually going to flash away from that one as Kazuke is going to run to the side there. Not really on target, buddy. But it's a nice little try as the flash gets them away.
It was a really, really heavy commitment by Kingzone, and what they're thinking is that if they can get more members, they can go for a game-ending push, potentially. But from my perspective, it really is a little bit reckless. They committed a lot of summoners in order to attempt that play. It backfired, which is going to be beneficial now for Gen G, and they also slowed down the ability to just go immediately over to the Baron and capture it, which they'll probably do after a recall, but nonetheless, we'll take a look at how this all transpires. Ruler able to almost get out of harm's way via the Arcane Shift and the Flash, and then Life abandons ship yet again, hops on to her Scorpion, and then it was a full-on retreat. Fly turns around, going for the seismic sub. Deft flashes it, using the Tendrils of the Corruption, and then Gragas, he had a little bit too much to drink tonight, so.
Yeah. That's very apparent, so you can all see that. Even the TP in from Deft, it's like these guys are fooling around. They're just like, come on, get out of the game already. Trying to style a bit. As now, they have the Baron available, and they can just kind of run at it and taunt Gen G, saying, come at us, bros. See if they take the bait.
All right, well, Kingzone.
Oh boy, Chains of Corruption's gonna go down. Trying to get that final chapter down, but Peanut, nobody basically has their summoners now. Nice try on the knock-up.
That's a donation.
Yeah, Give thought, hey guys, we're fighting, right?
Mana burn right there. Couldn't quite get the transform off.
Yeah, feels bad.
Yeah.
As Neon, hello. And he's going to miss that knockout. Nice try. That would have been a nice little play if he actually hit that one and went for it. The wall coming in, and that will be blocked. As they're really just kind of having fun at this point. Kingzone now is going to just run at the Baron and say, what can you realistically do here?
Well, what you can do is you can...
oh boy, get knocked up. And it doesn't look like they're getting back up again. And down she goes. And the Baron will as well. Kingzone dominating, 11,000 gold ahead. This is not a close game, guys.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I checked my charts. Even though I'm a play-by-play, I still understand that this is not very close.
I mean, it looks close. All right, the champs are in pretty close vicinity to one another, Valdez. So let's take a look at the replay here. As I'm not sure what Peanut was doing, but decided to go golden. And then right here, you can see Nard not able to get his transform off. We just talked about this, the mana burn. It's a really sad thing. Unfortunate event. And then Fly looking to fly in the game as he got knocked up by the wind right there, as Nahyun helping finish him off. Baron captured, and then there's really not much to do for Gen G. We're just sort of waiting for Kingzone to stop KDA farming. That'd be real great. Yeah. But instead, we're having to continuously keep talking about this, so...
They want to get their Baron and Dragon score up very high.
Yeah, they're really going for these stats here.
Well,
this is like that. You ever play a card game with that one friend that they just want to get their combo off, but you can see that they're about to, so you just concede and then they yell at you?
Yeah.
They're like, no, you have to keep playing. They slam the desk.
Yeah. As we're just diving now. Looks like he might have even had a stone plate, but it just doesn't matter. As the wind wall comes in, they have the styling on them, and Cuz has so many stacks now. The AP damage is actually real in this game. Deucin nearly going to die for a third time amongst all of this glorious damage. As Kingzone pushing on, Nahyun says, no, I got to go back home. I'm not ready. I'm not going to stay here. You guys got this, right? And they will take that inhibitor. Kingzone pushing on for more.
Deucin has teleport available. He's probably just going to go home after throwing his prismatic barrier.
What? Ruler just eat into that one. It's like, take me with you. I don't want to be on Team Blue. I want to be on Team Red.
Are you a Team Blue or Red guy?
Definitely Team Blue.
The correct answer, Team.
Okay. I'm a Team Green guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That only released in Japan, right?
Yeah. As okay, not wasting any time. Fly is flying again. Not the first time we've seen that. Is okay. That's going to be the end of that. 27 minutes of King Zone fun. A nice little picture there at the end. As that, again, I will reiterate, was not a close game. We thought this was going to be King Zone sided, but it just ended up being kind of King Zone versus what was that? Oh, boy. Well, there were some people having fun in that game. It was pretty fun to cast, although it was a landslide. We know who the real winners were there, the King Zone fans. King Zone were kind of like, okay, well, we're going to end this as soon as possible after we farm up some KDA.
Yeah.
They did farm up a lot of KDA. Lots of kills, a bunch of stacks for Cuz. I wonder if he hit 25 at the end. Actually, there's a legitimate chance that he did, so.
We're going to take a look
You don't know.
at stats, I believe Jisun just said.
Yeah, that's generally what happens next.
All right.
Yeah. But we gotta wait for the Korean casters to say we're going into the stats.
Right.
Yeah, we don't get to lead the show here, LS.
You know, I have pretty low standards, but
Yeah, I know.
wasn't really that impressed. They gave up a couple kills that game, so take a look right there. Three kills given up. Unacceptable. So, game does not get that high of a rating from me, all right? So, King Zone, they're going to have to step it up in game number 2. As this game, Jace, he did a pretty good job. He got the solo kill onto Cuvee up in top lane. But really, it was just a snowball after the early game. Now, I've never seen a Yasuo that starts with 2 kills pre-5 minutes.
That's a feat in itself.
That is pretty impressive.
Congratulations to Neha. I mean, he almost did less damage than his lane
He is
opponent.
a pacifist.
Starting 2-0. He got first blood, too. So that's a little extra gold there for Nehan. Just farming it out, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz and the rest of them taking the damage there. So not much else to say. That was about as one-sided as it gets. So we'll hope that game number 2 and maybe even 3 can be more competitive. Until then, we'll go to the break.